apparently Rick and Morty is not getting renewed for a season 4, or hasn't been so far.
Yeah. Well, you never know with Dan Harmon. I mean, he might just be trolling everyone. They might be in the works already, but they know it's going to take ages, because let's look at their history. We waited over a year between 1 and 2, and then 2 years between 2 and 3. Like, I think it was maybe even 3 years. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
potentially.
or close to. But
Yeah, sounds about right.
you know, like I wouldn't expect it until at least 2021. In my opinion, like regardless of whether there would be issues with it getting renewed anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do understand. I don't think there's any chance in hell that it doesn't get renewed.
yeah,
It's the most popular.
It's
like,
a cultural
cartoon.
phenomenon now.
It really
isn't
is.
it? So
Like, someone said to me, one of my friends, Zoe, said to me, it's going to be studied, like as a point of philosophy later on in life.
Like the way people would look at past songs and dissect lyrics from various people to try and get a sense of who they are.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be like that.
I think it breaks so many conventions. It does so many different things, and we sound like the copy pasta right now.
Yeah.
To be fair, you do have to have a certain level of intelligence on staff.
You've got to be a rocket scientist or brain surgeon or something, you know?
Exactly. Anything less really won't suffice. But yeah, no, I think it's going to get picked up by Netflix most likely.
Yeah, if Adult Swim don't continue with it, then yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
Or it'll be some kind of joint like operation between them, similar to like how BBC America do stuff with Netflix.
That could be cool. I could enjoy that. I could get down with that. So let's jump into it. Welcome, guys, to podcast 8.
Is it 8?
This is 8. This is 8. We're on 8 podcasts now. How wonderful is it? It is kind of mad. I am your host, Calamity Hatcher. Joined me, as always, by the beautiful
that guy, Gisif.
The backbone of
Back
the channel.
Again.
When are you not back? I think there's been one podcast you've not been on.
Maybe, yeah.
You really go above and beyond.
Yeah, I try.
I just want to point out, I think podcast 6, you hadn't slept for how long? 36 hours?
Something like that. Something close to that, yeah.
And he still went in. He came to the studio and he went in for you guys. He went to get the content out there. So yeah, we're back. It's been a kind of a crazy week. Bear in mind the way these come out. What the podcast that will come out the week this has been recorded was recorded last week, so kind of like a week in parts.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a crazy week. A lot has gone on in terms of nerd culture, comic book news. So we're going to go through a bit of that. We've got some topics that we feel demand a bit more attention, of course, a hypothetical. But before all that, it's time to get into everyone's favourite segment of the show. As I'm sure you know, it's the news that will change your life. Ava DuVernay is to direct DC's new Gods movie, and why is this happening? Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, she directed A Wrinkle in Time. Had some pretty good successes before that, but Wrinkle in Time is not doing too well.
Yeah.
New Avengers, Infinity War, Empire magazine covers, featuring various different heroes all together. Lovely, but that's really not the Infinity War stuff. We're focusing on, but we're gonna. Shazam movie logo revealed. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
The Silver Surfer appears on Metacritic. On Metacritic. Avengers Infinity War cast list.
Okay, like I didn't know about that. That seems odd.
Take it with a grain of salt. It's not 100%. Scott Eastwood wants to play Wolverine.
Don't know who he is. I saw a little picture of him.
He was in Suicide Squad.
Okay.
He was the second guy to the Rick Flag.
Oh, okay.
To the Rick Flag. Oh my god.
I don't think that's right.
Not at all.
Not suited.
Sony announced a Night Watch movie. What's Night Watch, you ask, G?
Yeah.
It's their Spawn ripoff.
Okay.
Set in the Spider-Man universe.
Okay. Yeah.
PUBG was randomly dropped on mobile.
Yeah, probably because of the whole
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite.
But they dropped it on Android and iOS, whereas Fortnite just dropped on iOS. I played a game earlier, but my internet was terrible, so I was lagging too much to really enjoy it. And Cameron Monaghan is playing a different person in Gotham who's the Joker.
Yeah, that's interesting. A leaked photo was done, and it was basically what we know as Jerome without any of the scars, and in like a suit and a hat. Couldn't see his hair colour, purple flecks on the suit and stuff. Look really cool. Like if that's where they're going with like a sort of twin or something, I wouldn't mind that. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. So yeah, that's the news that will change your life. There wasn't too much news this week, to be perfectly honest with you.
There really wasn't.
Like things had to calm down eventually.
Yeah.
So let's jump into our first topic on today's show. We are going to be talking about some news that did break this week that we felt required a bit more attention because I love to bash on things.
Yeah.
I think that's more fun. So it was reported this week that the Venom movie by Sony, starring Tom Hardy, will apparently feature Venom for 5 minutes at the end. And the film will consist of his veins turning black and black tendrils kind of emerging from.
Okay.
What was the one thing I said about this film? When I think I said it when we spoke about it on the first podcast, but I've spoken about this.
Was that the first trailer release?
No, way before that.
Okay.
Way before that. I specifically said, like Sony can hear me and like they would listen anyway, but don't do a Spider-Man 3. Do not do the same thing, and you're giving him his own movie, and you're giving him about the same screen time.
Yeah.
Who is running that place?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, I do know Amy Pascal, but what is she doing?
Well, I can understand if they were trying to go from let's have a grounded character in a movie and have him slowly become this thing, and then right at the end he becomes it, and then the next film is him as a villain. So you get used to him, you sort of feel for him. And then you get to see him like tear stuff apart. I'd understand that, but we know that's not what they're doing.
That's not what they're doing. And also, you know how you do that? You do it in a Spider-Man movie.
Yep.
For God's sake, I don't understand what is going on at Sony. Are they deliberately doing this? Do they just want to sell up at this point?
I think they are trying to make small additions so it feels like they have a franchise going, and then
what it is.
And then later on, they can, when they do get propositioned by Disney for Marvel acquisition again, they can just be like, well, you know, your price is low, we need it higher because we've got this thing set up that we want to do, and you taking that from us, minus money, you know? So
exactly.
That's probably what they're doing and trying to go for.
I mean, what they're definitely doing, as you said, is kind of they're looking at it from a seller's perspective where they can be like, hey, you want to buy us? We have the Spider-Man franchise. It's the same reason that Fox are still announcing X-Men movies, because it's like, well, you want to buy us? We have the X-Men franchise. We've got these movies coming out. We're big money. It's the only reason. Yeah. Who gives a fuck about Nightwatch?
Yeah.
I mean, Silver and Black has been completely scrapped now, so or on hold indefinitely, but we know what that means.
Yeah.
So
development hell.
Why have they then decided, hey, you know that movie that Todd McFarlane's been really struggling to like get out of development hell for the past 10 years? Let's do a rip-off of that.
Yeah.
Because we can stick the fucking Spider-Man brand on it without Spider-Man, and that'll work.
Yeah.
It's
just disappointing, isn't it? Really. I think they. I got to commend them. They were very smart in the way that they sold the rights of Spider-Man and not the franchise. The character.
Well, they didn't sell the rights. They share. They don't even share it.
But like for movies, like live action movies, like they've basically given them full rights, other than having him cameo, right?
No, it's more of a sense of like.
Or was it Sony only have the live action for Spider-Man?
They only have
the animated for Spider-Man.
No, they've still got the live action for Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Man: Homecoming is a Sony Pictures movie, produced by Marvel Studios.
Okay.
So the basic thing of it is, I don't actually believe there was any money involved. I think someone said there were. I think somewhere reported it there actually wasn't any money involved, but I do find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
But it was a sense of, you let us use the character in our films. Like Marvel, you let us use the character, and then we will produce the Spider-Man film for you guys at Sony to get it on track, that fits in with this universe. Because Marvel are sitting there like, well, we've got this massive franchise.
We need this character.
Exactly, we need the character. It's the most sought after character, really.
Yeah.
And it's crushing it. There's nothing like Marvel. to compare it to in terms of cinema. And you can say DC. You can say DC as much as you want, but how many DC films are we in now?
I would say the only thing
4
that can compare
5
to the MCU is the animated DCU.
Yeah.
That's literally the only other film franchise.
But still then...
And even then, that's not even on the same... It's not on the same level. It's It's like an echelon below, you know?
And don't get me wrong, I'm the biggest fan. I'm ridiculous.
I really do
I love
DC.
the animated stuff from DC. Some of it's been kind of crap.
Some of it's hit and miss, but there are a lot of great moments, a lot of great stories, a lot of great characters that you get reintroduced to.
Yeah, but like Bad Blood was bad.
Yeah.
What was the other one? A Killing Joke really wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Which was very surprising. But then I did say how we were gonna, how was it gonna happen? But yeah, as I was, there isn't really anything comparable to Marvel. So I think Sony were like, okay, if we want to get on this bandwagon properly, instead of trying to build a Spider-Man universe off the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, which just wasn't working for them. They had to make a decision, and they made the right one. We know that. But then that's why I don't understand this whole thing with Venom, because you are taken away from that. You're saying it's in the universe, and it's not. Like the flip-flop in it is ridiculous. Like, it was like they came out in an interview. There was an interview with Amy Pascal and Kevin Feige where they were being filmed, and she was like, Venom is in the MCU, and you see Kevin Feige's face. It's like the sad fleck. It's just like dead eyes. Like, what the hell? And then he comes out and says it's not, and then she says it's adjacent, and then he says no, it's not, and then it's been a back and forth, and I wouldn't even be so objective to it if, like, I know it's going to be a bad movie, I know I'm not going to enjoy it, but no, there are aspects to it I may enjoy, but if I was to see him turn into Venom early on, then do a halfway thing where he's trying to control it but can't, kind of thing. Big traumatic thing that ends up, him realising something and has to go into the final battle, and then him going up Venom again, but this time having control. That kind of thing I'd be cool with. But this whole thing of, I just randomly shoot things out my arms, and in the movie I've let it take me over. Venom deserves more than that. Yeah. Venom is such an iconic character.
I would really prefer a film where, for the first third, it's the character separate from the symbiote. Yeah. They interact at the start slightly, like somehow they come into contact, say it touches his finger or something, and he just goes, ugh, and flicks it off. And it goes back into the pile, and then like with the rest of it, and then it's suddenly, okay, I know where he is at all times, I'm following him, I'm trying to find him. And then about a third of the way through the film, they come into contact again, he gets venomized, but he's like, I don't know, it's like inside him, taking over him, something like that, and then on the outside as a suit. Yeah. And then you've got the rest of the film as him like struggling to get the suit off him, but then succumbing to the evil that is Venom. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want out of a Venom film, like really. But the way they're gonna do it, no.
Do you know what I want out of a Venom film, G?
Go on.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. That is true. Like if you just want Venom and you just want to establish him and then throw him into stuff, it's not ideal. You can make it work, but it's not going to be ideal. It's not going to be a great film.
It's not how he's made.
I know.
How does the suit choose to take on the appearance of Venom without going on to Spider-Man first? How does it get the webs?
Yeah.
Like, it's just stupid. And it's just, honestly, it's just Sony trying to make out they have a brand to sell. Yeah. If they sat back, do you not think Kevin Feige was going to get around to it and do it properly?
Probably stage 4.
Like, they're building their Sinister Six. They are going for their Sinister Six. We've already seen 2, maybe 3 members at this point. Yeah. So we've seen Vulture, we've seen Scorpion, and Shocker. Yeah. What are you doing? Amy Pascal, man, throwing sandwiches at people.
We still need to know the details on that sandwich, please.
We are seriously making this a public service announcement. Can anyone get us information?
I'm going to start a change petition to find out what kind of sandwich was thrown.
Yeah, good shout. I'll get the subreddit going.
Good.
We'll get a bit of viral marketing.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll spray paint all over Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Well.
Hashtag what sandwich.
Yeah.
What sandwich Feige. It'll be great. It'll be such a fun time.
We can do Pascal and Feige.
No, we're not having a Pascal in this.
No. We can just be like, what sandwich Pascal?
Oh,
what sandwich Feige? You know.
God damn you, Amy Pascal. Why do you
literally
do
just
these
do
things
that
to us? We're talking of Mr. Feegs.
Yeah,
Mr. Feige.
Yes.
I suppose we better talk about the big thing that happened this week.
How many days ago was it? 2? 3?
5 days,
5 days ago.
We got the Infinity War trailer!
It's here.
It's here! That's right, we got a brand new trailer for Avengers Infinity War. And this is technically the proper trailer for Avengers Infinity War, because the other one was technically a teaser.
Yeah.
We both watched it. What do you think of this trailer?
You pointed this out to me. I hadn't realised it. You pointed out the first one was like introducing all the different characters like to everyone. Like, oh, there's this person, all these universes. Here's how they're coming together. You might not see all of the combinations, but you know they're there.
Yeah,
they're ready. And then this one is more. Okay, now we've shown you all the characters. Here's the threat.
Yeah, and boy does he come.
He's the big bad guy.
He comes down to decimate. Okay, we'll kind of go through it. We're not going to obviously go through it visually because copyright.
Yeah.
But we're going to watch it, and you're going to watch us watching it, not watching it yourselves.
Yeah.
You
won't see us watching it, but we will be watching it. It's going on right now.
Yeah. And we've got a nice little shot here of them all looking up into the sky. I'm guessing,
like standing upright. He's got his
armor looks beastly.
Back fixed. Stones going in. Blue one.
Can wipe out the entire universe with the snap of his fingers, which he does.
Any interesting dialogue bring up, because I can't hear it right now.
No, you can't hear it, but yeah. Now we both pointed this out. Peter Parker is on the side of the school bus and has put the Spider-Man mask on, and no one knows he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, we know that there are other school kids in that bus, or there are most likely.
We can see them.
You can see them. And the fact from the other trailer, he looks out of the bus, sees the thing, and then he's like, "Oh, I need to suit up."
Exactly.
Spider-Man wouldn't do that. He would wait for everyone to get off the bus and then sneak under, quickly change, and then shoot off.
Exactly. I don't agree with this. He would his secret
identity is
something
along those lines. You know, I mean, it makes for a cool moment.
This. My word.
What is the
right?
thing?
I believe that's the ring that you see above New York.
Okay, the big.
Yeah. Now, my belief is, you know how we've also seen Peter in the Homecoming suit? I believe
that's a portal, most likely.
Well, I believe that's going to go back up into space. Peter's going to be attached to it. He's going to be in the Homecoming suit. This is Tony flying up to him and giving him the Iron Spider suit.
See that little tiny fleck there?
Could be. I mean,
where it's just like a little shape.
Yeah, it could be. I want to talk about this. The armor, the modular armor. Jesus Christ!
The giant jet engine, like Iron Man.
Jesus! I mean, it just molds into. Oh my god! I can't wait.
It's all nanobots now, right?
Yeah, it's all nanites. It basically comes out of his skin. Like, I can't wait to see the stuff he does with this. It's gonna be incredible. Good old Stephen with the Infinity Stone. Now, that there, Wonder and Vision, I'm guessing that's going to be after he's been hunted by the Black Order. I believe that's in Wakanda as well.
Broken reality and then...
No, I think that's in Wakanda.
Okay.
I think that's going to be them trying to escape because, let's be honest, that Soul Stone is coming out of Vision's head one way or another.
Whether he's going to be alright after that, we don't know yet. We can guess that he's most likely not going to be, but... Well, we don't know.
It's true. We'll see where that goes. And beautiful shots of Wakanda here. Then obviously coming back. Shuri with Vision there. Well, not with Vision, but yeah. This is just
the dialogue between Star-Lord and Iron Man with frickin' Drax and Peter just like looking on, just like. Sort of in a similar situation of like, we're just following, like, these guys are our leaders.
Literally, and it's just like, I've been waiting for the interaction between them, and I hope there's so much more. Because those two were just born to play off each other. Chris Pratt and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I can't wait to see how that...
I could picture Spider and Drax being a funny, like, Drax pointing out, look at that swinging guy.
Exactly.
Why can't I do that, you know?
How does he do it? Are you a spider or a man?
Yeah.
But you look like a man.
But you act like a spider.
But you look like a boy.
Yeah.
Spider
boy. Spider-Man. You're a boy. You know?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I can imagine it's a good interaction between them two. We see them all going to war in Wakanda, and this Hulkbuster suit is... Have you heard who's piloting this?
I've heard that it is Banner.
It is Banner.
And that is going to be interesting because people are going to think, oh, Tony, bam, 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 gets broken apart, Hulk explodes out.
Well, this is the thing. Lego sets, as they always wonderfully do. Thank you, Lego, for giving me spoilers.
They do it for so many different franchises, and it's just wait a little bit.
It's Toy Fairs. It's the way these events kind of synchronise.
Yeah.
They can't really base them around them. They try. They are more and more these days.
The toys need to be released before the film's out. You know, so they have to include those spoilers. If there was a way to do it without, like, say, 2 days before the film comes out, when people probably know what's going to happen anyway, then those aren't going to be too big spoilers. But you know.
Yeah. But one thing I did want to say about this is there's a scene. I'm not sure how much later it is. We'll find out concerning the Outriders. That I'll reference back to. Now this annoys me.
Thor hammer.
Right, there's nothing in his hand. Something has been taken out of the shot.
Yeah, you can't see a stick behind it. You can't see anything above his hand except a ball of light.
Now this is where he is going to get his new axe forged, because we've heard that he goes off with the Guardians on a bit of a journey to get his new weapon.
Yeah.
From again, Lego sets. And everyone knows it's the axe hammer.
Yeah,
I think it's Yarnborn.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's what it is. Why at this point are you hiding it? Just have it. And also the one that, do you know, I'm not worried about many things in this film. I have so much faith in them now, and I don't think it's been misplaced at all.
No.
But
I don't feel like I can be let down by the universe now.
The
right
films
now.
have been let down.
But
not this.
Yeah,
this is the big one.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly worried that Thor might be kind of getting sidetracked from everything, because we've not seen him in any other stuff besides
his own series right now. You know.
Well, his like Guardians arc that we get at the end of Ragnarok.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that. I need to see that.
Now this on a. Oh yeah.
That's the flashback, right? Of
yes.
Gamora.
Yes, that's Gamora. These are Chitauri.
Oh, okay. I should have guessed that really, but they've got slightly different armour, I guess.
Yeah.
So I imagine they're a different class of Chitauri.
Now, one thing that the Russo brothers have commented on, the directors of the movie, and they also...
I imagine these are like warrior class or something, or like soldier class, whereas the other ones were just like average fighters. Basically,
at this point, Thanos is a warlord, but he's not a god.
Yeah.
And the Russos have talked about how he's going to he's going to shed his armour, he's going to lose all this armour that he used to have to wear before, because he's just that strong, he just doesn't need it. So I think even in the sense of you're really gonna feel how powerful he is in this movie. They're gonna use the flashbacks to kind of reference that, so that's really cool. This here, I think, with him grabbing Thor's head, I think he's about to get thrown out of the ship at the end of Ragnarok.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
This is a shot that I really want to talk about. The Black Order with Loki. I'm guessing this is where he's given... Well, yeah, I think this is definitely where he's given Thanos the Tesseract.
Yeah.
Just to mention them, so you've got Cull Obsidian, who's the big guy at the back. That is actually the name of the Black Order, given to the Black Order by Thanos in the comic.
Yeah, they've switched it for the film, haven't they?
But yeah, he's called Black Dwarf in the comic, but they've now named him Cull Obsidian.
Was Black Dwarf a comical like opposite name, if you know what I mean, because he's giant?
Maybe.
I was just wondering.
I don't know. Black Dwarf, that was the name.
Yeah. Was he tiny in the comics, or was he still tall?
He's still huge. He was
it's just an ironic, it must have been just an ironic name they gave him.
Like, the idea is he can give the Hulk a bit of a beating.
Yeah, fair. Okay, that's good to know, actually.
In front of him is Corvus Glaive. Corvus Glaive is this guy here.
Yeah.
He is a bit of a badass.
You see, the face looks very familiar, but I can't quite pinpoint it, like you said.
I see Kevin Conroy. And it is rumoured that he is voicing one of them.
Okay. Okay.
I see that in the face. He's one. Well, okay. Right, Cull Obsidian Black Dwarf is my least favourite of all of these. The rest are all actually tied. Corvus Glaive can't die if his staff that he's got remains intact, and it's so if that gets obliterated, the comic comes straight back.
If that gets broken in half, then he dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the only way to kill him.
But I don't imagine many people would know that at this point on the Avengers side.
No, and also it's supposed to be pretty OP.
Yeah.
As a weapon goes. Next to him is Corvus Glaive. Next to Corvus Glaive is the Ebony Maw, who...
The guy with his hands in a triangle.
Yeah, he's very much a manipulator. He whispers sweet nothings into people's ears and gets stuff done.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So he's got an influence just in terms of he can speak to someone and it will just enter them on a subconscious level.
Yeah. In the Infinity comic, that's actually what he does to Doctor Strange.
Okay. That's interesting.
So
that'd be cool to see him try and resist that.
Yeah. And then next to Loki is Proxima Midnight, who is a badass in every respect. She's actually married to Corvus as well. Corvus and Proxima are married. Yeah, she's just a beast. I think it's something like her trident can't be stopped or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
It might be that. Or it deflects these oh no, it's energy. It conducts these energy beams that are they just rip people apart. You can't do anything about them. But then they deflect off Cap's shield and actually go into Corvus and blow him up, but then he comes straight back.
Yeah, okay, that's probably going to be, if they do that in the film, that's probably going to be how everyone figures out, okay,
that's how we beat him.
Something to do with staff.
Well, unless they're sticking around for two.
Maybe someone tries to break staff, someone tries to do something, and instead of him smacking it with the staff, he protects it, takes the hit, and then they realise that's his weakness.
Yeah.
You know?
But hopefully, I'd like to see them carry over into 4. And then
how long, after he dies, how long does it take for him to come back?
It wasn't very long.
5 minutes?
I'm not sure exactly. I'll try and find out.
Because that would be interesting to know, because if he were to get exploded, they could take the staff.
Literally.
And then bugger off, and then you won't see him till the next film.
Yeah, that's a good point. There are rumours that the Ebony Maw is being played by Mark Hamill.
Okay.
I'm really glad to see these guys coming in, and in terms of newness in comic books, they haven't been around very long. They're quite fresh still.
That's good.
They've been around about 5 years.
Okay.
Which is, in comic books,
that really is
so
insignificant.
It's really nice to see them coming forward.
Yeah.
See Thanos breaking open the Tesseract.
You see all the Wakanda stuff. Is his Wakandan suit now nanobotted as well with the...
I think so.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, we don't know.
I imagine he probably might have got some of that technology from Tony.
Well, no. The idea is Wakanda's ahead of everyone.
Oh, okay.
Shuri, Black Panther's sister now. Bear in mind, I've still not seen Black Panther, neither of you.
No.
Honestly, it's been on my list, but it's been a crazy couple of weeks.
Yeah,
it
to say the least.
To say the least, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. So we haven't got around to watch Black Panther yet. But
soon.
Yeah, Shuri is the genius of the world.
Okay, so she's Albert Einstein times 10.
Yeah, she's
so
sister.
Is she a conceptualist or a maker or both?
Both.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's why she had the hologram of Vision's head, because she's gonna know how to get out of him, I reckon. Okay. She's just that. She knew how to get the Winter Soldier stuff out of Bucky, which we led in the prequel comic that came out recently.
Okay. I didn't know about that.
No, know about that. The prequel comic is out. It's it kind of recaps the old film.
I'll have a little look around for that.
Yeah, have a look. It's pretty good. This is just an awesome link up. Doctor Strange creating platforms for Star-Lord to jump off of.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's very Ben 10-esque.
Yeah, actually.
You know.
Now this,
I don't know what they are. Are they knives? Are they shards of glass?
They look like shards of glass.
They're just touching. They're not penetrating, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, but then if we go through it a few more seconds, it's Corvus Glaive doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if this is necessarily going to be a thing in a physical sense. Maybe a sense in the astral plane or something like that. Yeah. Again, could you not see from this face, Mark Hamill? I know it's an ugly looking face, and I don't mean that in offence to him.
Sort of. Obviously, everything from the fake cheekbone down into the just below the or just above the top lip, and then like around the bridge of the nose, forehead. It's basically minus the eyes, like that. Everything here prosthetic.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. It could be, but he might just be doing a voice.
Yeah. I think it more only is a voice. Do you know what, actually, I'm not the biggest fan of Corvus from this shot. He seems a bit weird. He looks more slimmed down in the comics, I feel.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it could be because it's like an off-center shot.
Yeah, exactly. I'll wait to see more before I pass judgment. But this, right.
Okay.
So this is where it goes. So because you haven't seen Ragnarok, I'm gonna have to drop a bit of a spoiler for you.
That's fine. It's been long enough now. They're on my list.
Because of how long Hulk stays Hulk on Sakaar, when he finally turns back to Banner, Banner doesn't know if he can even turn into the Hulk again. If he can, he doesn't know if he'll ever be able to come out of it.
Why is that? Do you know why that is?
Just because the Hulk had control. The Hulk had sentience.
Okay.
Well, where was that sentience? He could talk. It completely.
And now he doesn't know if he was to turn into the Hulk, if he'd be able to turn back.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to risk turning into the Hulk.
Yeah. And it was quite a good moment at the end of Ragnarok where he jumps thinking he's going to turn to the Hulk. He jumps off like a plane thinking he's going to turn to the Hulk. And he doesn't. But then eventually he does. Okay. But this scene here, so the idea is Tony gives Banner a Hulk Buster to use so that he doesn't have to turn to the Hulk, but he's still got that sort of fighting capability.
Yeah.
The Lego sets have kind of ruined that eventually Hulk bursts out of it, but still wearing parts of it.
Yeah.
I think this is that moment.
Yeah, it most likely is. It is kind of obvious, but it doesn't detract from the awesomeness of the moment. Even though I know it's happening, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I know. But that's the thing, they haven't ruined it.
Yeah. They cut it at the exact moment before like all the armour starts, basically.
Exactly. Now this bit, I love this bit here. Thanos saying to Tony, I know you can't hear him, but saying to Tony, like, I hope they remember you.
Yeah.
Just like
before he pounces on him.
Literally, I've heard the idea is the way they're changing Thanos' backstory slightly is something happened on Titan. Now this is actually supposed to be Titan.
Okay.
Something happened on Titan. He tried to save his people but couldn't.
Okay.
And decided that life was meaningless and all this kind of thing. And I think he tried to get the Infinity Stones to stop it but couldn't, and now just wants to get it to wipe out half of existence. So it's almost like him saying to Tony, like, I tried to do what you did. Like I hope they remember you for what you've tried to do, because my people can't remember me because we're all dead. Just trying to make Thanos a bit of a tragic hero, which I'm not against.
No, tragedy's good. Relatable, isn't it?
Now this Cap. I mean, this thing, he's still going to get battered because Thanos has got another hand.
Yeah.
And he's taken two to hold the Infinity Gauntlet, but if anyone could do it, Cap. Jesus Christ.
Because he's had his moments of like nudging the Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just like showing that he's like almost at that stage of like, what do you call it? Like true good, you know?
Yeah.
Without any clouded judgment. So it's interesting that he can hold that. So I wouldn't think many Avengers could.
Literally, I just...
Maybe Tony with his...
I think even not with Tony with all the thrusters can do it.
I think for a few seconds he could.
For maybe a second or two, yeah.
But then with him just his hands, it would literally push him back.
Peter would struggle, and people seem to forget this, actually. In terms of strength in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now, the 16-year-old kid is up there.
Yeah.
He's
just
up there.
Momentum-wise, because of his speed and stuff as well. Like, imagine that with the strength that he has.
Exactly, it's devastating.
If he sets himself up on a slingshot and grabs something as he's being flung, and just, you know what I mean?
Devastating.
Like a massive
not against
rock.
Thanos.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, what do you think of how he looks? I'm thinking
I quite like this now because obviously his skin colour. Yeah, I think his skin colour is dependent on the atmosphere of the planet around him.
Titan looks really pink.
Earth is mainly water.
Yeah,
blue. You know what I mean?
He
looks more blue.
I think Titan is just more pink.
Like you said, Titan pink because of like maybe the dust in the atmosphere. So like Mars or something like that. How we see it as red.
Yeah.
But closer inspection is brown. Pink. That's why he looked pink there. You know. Maybe in space he'll almost look like a dark purple.
And also, you know, when these trailers come out, there's still a lot of like stuff done to the footage after the movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of the colours are touched up and things.
Yeah, you can actually very slightly see the stubble line on his head.
Yeah.
Just there as well, where it's shaved and like shaved 2 days ago, and it's just started to grow back.
Literally, I like the 3 little claw marks.
Yeah, I like that.
Please be from Panther.
There's another on the other side as well. I don't know if you noticed that. Fantastic trailer. A lot of stuff covered as well.
And then we're just coming to this last bit because this is brilliant. The Iron Spider suit looking beautiful, looking more like an armour. I mean,
that last little flip, that's exactly what you want out of Spider-Man. They've tried in so many films to like perfect moments like that, but it's only in the MCU that it finally looks like right when he's like flipping through stuff and trying to get.
That's true. The one argument I would give to that is the Amazing Spider-Man one.
Okay, yeah, fair. No, I agree with that.
But yeah, what a trailer!
Yeah, fantastic trailer.
Can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
We're booking our midnight tickets very, very soon. We're actually going to try and aim to be one of the first channels to put up the review or spoiler cast, as it will be.
Yeah, it should be up before it's even released in America, right?
Yeah, we still get it a day early in the UK. I don't really understand why.
No,
I
don't.
Well, no, actually, I do. It's to do with Pinewood Studios.
Do they get rights because they did some of the Harry Potters, and we always got Harry Potters the day before, didn't we?
Yeah, but then they've got a Pinewood Studios in Atlanta now, where Marvel.
Yeah, it's a subsidiary of the English one, isn't it?
It's a small or far one, so I think that's something to do with it.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're going to jump into our next topic, which is a hypothetical topic, which I quite like. I like how we keep throwing these in. We're going to go through a list of classic 90s TV show theme songs that I'm sure most of you 90s kids will remember.
Yeah.
We're going to go through like the big one. We've compiled a bit of a list, and then we're going to, pick out our favourites and give honourable mentions and things like that.
Yeah.
So, let's kick it off. So the first one on our list is Rugrats. I think we both watched that as a kid.
Yeah. I got a little tidbit for that. So when I was a little kid, me and my sister, when we'd go around to aunt and uncle's quite a lot, just down the road from my house. My uncle would always refer to me and my sister as Rugrats, and this was before we'd even seen the show, so he'd obviously seen it and stuff. And we always just get called down by him. And then figured out what it was. Found out it was a TV show. Started watching that.
I love that show. The movies as well. The PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah, the PlayStation 1 game. Some of the music in that is fantastic and royalty free. I might add.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look.
Yeah.
Okay, next on our list is Keenan and Kel.
Boys and homegirls, it's time for Keenan and Kel. To keep you laughing in the afternoon, so don't touch that dial, don't read the room.
That is probably one of the shows that I would always watch coming out of school.
Yeah, I used to watch it in the morning eating biscuits.
Yeah, fucking Coolio in the intro.
Orange soda.
Yeah.
Friends.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Friends, just classic. Still watch it occasionally.
Yeah, I actually just went through it myself.
It doesn't come on TV as much anymore. That's when I used to watch it. But hey ho.
Pokemon.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Pokemon, never watched Pokemon as a kid. Sometimes I find myself with the theme stuck in my head because you have sung it or someone else has sung it, and I'm just like, I don't even like this.
I am going for personality song when it comes to the Pokemon theme tune, I'm not going to lie. I love Pokemon, it has a very special place in my heart. I was one of the best Pokemon trainers on Pokemon Go until the end of last year. I stopped playing. So if anyone wants to buy a Go Plus, follow me.
Or maybe an account.
Yeah, if you want to buy an account. It's a good account. It has not in Gen 3 terms, but there's a lot of Tyranitar and Dragonite, so yeah. Next on our list, Recess.
Yeah, Recess, another one of those shows you've always watched coming out of school.
Yep, definitely.
As soon as you got home, very classic.
Spider-Man.
Again, another one of those shows that you would always watch on a Saturday. You know,
Yeah,
like
one of my
you'd
favourites.
get up early and you'd watch it.
Yeah, it was
Like, fantastic theme.
all of my kind of conceptions of how Spider-Man characters and villains should be outside of comic books comes from that show, making every sense. Which brings us to the next one, which is X-Men.
Yeah.
You're not a fan, but I can't get enough of it.
I love the theme. I don't know,
Theme's
just the actual show itself was just a bit hit or miss.
At times I get that it's not so, it doesn't age very well, but I can't wait to hopefully hear that theme at the beginning of the Marvel Studios logo.
Oh, imagine the hype.
Next, Johnny Bravo.
1, 2, 3, go! Wait there. Sassy. Man,
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I've got a lot of got a lot of love for it. Dexter's Lab. Big part of my childhood.
Yeah. Again, another fantastic theme, both the opening and close.
Yeah, can't ask for better than that. Ren and Stimpy.
Grew up on Ren and Stimpy, was watching that probably when I was like, it came out in like 91, so it probably came over here in like 92, I guess. I was
Okay.
probably watching that when I was like 3.
I watched bits of it. I didn't watch loads of it as a kid.
Man,
though.
some of that stuff was for like 3-year-old me, like horrifically grotesque.
Yeah, I
Scared
can
the
imagine.
living Jesus out of me. Some of the images, but looking back on it, it's hilarious. Thinking I was scared of that.
Okay.
It's just detailed drawing.
Body
you know?
horror, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next is Animaniacs.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax. You'll laugh when you can laugh. We're Animaniacs.
Yeah. It was a good show, but it was certain segments that I liked. You know,
Yeah, I get you.
like other segments didn't interest me.
I'm
as
gonna
much.
do a little confession, go into a little piece of my life. When I was a kid, there was where the cinema was at Park Royal. Anyone that knows Northwest London, where the cinema was, there was a water tower like the Animaniacs film.
Yeah,
with the Warner Brothers
and you
logo on it.
always wanted to go up and paint the thing.
No,
didn't you?
I genuinely was
Believed
led
it.
to believe
Yeah.
by my parents that they lived in there for many years of my life until I was smart enough to clock on. Next, one of the ultimates, Power Rangers.
Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
Not in terms of a show, in terms of that goddamn
Yeah,
theme song.
that's just blazing guitar, love it.
Can't beat it. Next is a show that we both really enjoy, Saved by the Bell.
When I wake up in the morning and the market's out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I got my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, 'cause I'm saved by the bell.
Yeah, that was very one of those shows that, again, it's just after school on weekends. If there was a marathon, I'd just sit and watch the whole lot, man.
Yeah,
you
same. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay,
love this show.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really watch much of it when it was out. It was only after high school, really, that I took a proper interest in it.
Okay.
And yeah, I really did enjoy it. Very good show, very good theme.
Good old Joss Whedon.
Ozzy was on the theme, right?
Was it Ozzy?
I think it was.
I did not know that.
I think it was his.
I'm gonna fact check that.
His band that did it. I think he sung it as well.
There's no singing there.
No, there's a singing version.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Next is one that's actually quite close to my heart. I used to watch this a hell of a lot as a kid.
I'm not gonna lie, so did I. Me and my sister used to watch it on the
It's the one with
weekends. all the time.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah.
This is so not me.
I forget about it.
I wasn't a fan of when she left high school because I don't know.
Yeah, it got weird working in the coffee shop and all that.
And like the different, I understand they wanted a different cast because number one, you don't necessarily keep the same friends going from high school to like college. However, they should have had cameo appearances from a lot more of the high school friends, even if they weren't contractually able to. They should have had like, you know what I mean, like on the phone to them. Even if you can't hear them, you know what I mean. References, you know, keeping in contact. But
okay, next one, Cow and Chicken / I Am Weasel.
Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Dad was proud. He didn't care how. Cow. Chicken.
He's just as good as a weaselly kind, but round every corner he's likely to find.
I am Weasel. I am Weasel. I am Weasel.
yeah, I wrote them as two, like as the same one because you know, it spawned from Cow and Chicken as a little mini segment. But yeah, they're both fantastic themes, ridiculous concepts. And that was I believe Cow and Chicken was spawned as a response to Ren and Stimpy's ridiculous outlandishness, which is why there's a little skinny thing and then a big fat thing.
Okay. Home Improvement.
Yeah, you probably haven't seen much of this. I doubt.
I've not even heard of it.
I doubt many people have seen much of it. Tim Allen family sitcom in the 90s. It was, you know,
Tim Allen.
It was alright. It was just a theme tune that I thought was worth mentioning it for. You know,
Okay.
quite a nice.
And then
tune.
the last one on our list is The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
We feel a bit weird because it took us so long to realise that we'd forgotten this.
Yeah.
And this is actually quite a big part of I don't know, I suppose teenage years watching Fresh Prince.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it was always on.
I used to watch with my dad, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Another fantastic theme. Like at one point, I did know all of the lyrics. I'm talking to the extended, full length. Yeah.
Goji.
Yeah.
Like me with the Sonic song.
So sad.
Okay, so we're gonna pick our top two. I think we both have.
Before we do that, can we do the
honourable mentions?
Yeah, we should do some honourable
So the ones that
mentions.
we really saying are like above and beyond in terms of memorability and should be recognised as iconic songs.
Yeah.
Are the Friends theme tune, the Pokemon theme tune, the Power Rangers theme tune, Saved by the Bell theme tune.
Yeah.
And
I still know the lyrics. To
you
that,
said
my God.
Home Improvement.
We listened to it earlier. Saved by the Bell, and I still knew the lyrics.
Same.
I was a little bit surprised.
And I had forgotten them, but they just came straight back. For me, I'd say the biggest kind of one, obviously Friends. I think Friends goes without saying, but the big ones I want to mention there are Pokemon and Power Rangers are just fucking iconic tunes that you can never quite live up to on that scale. In terms of favourites, pick yours, Stu.
Okay, obviously I'm going to have to go Ren and Stimpy. Both the opening and the outro are different, both really jazzy, freeform, you know, it's interesting. Quite, I don't know, just pleasing to listen to.
Okay.
The second one, I was going to say Keenan and Kel, because it's quite a good rap tune, I suppose, but I don't know, I think I'd probably rather go with either Johnny Bravo or Dexter's Lab, and I suppose they're tied.
Okay. For me, it is the Marvel ones.
Yep.
Spidey and X-Men, both iconic. Spidey performed by Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. It wasn't Steven Tyler, was it? No, it was the guitarist.
I can't remember his name. Joe something.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we're so great, aren't we? We're so great.
Yeah, and the X-Men theme tune because it is equally badass. So yeah, that brings us to an end. We just want to do that 90's TV show thing. The things that pop into one's brain whilst one is doing administrative work, being a drone, putting things into a PC.
I'm gonna just apologise for the coughing if you hear that. And
that guy Joseph has a cold.
Yeah, I have a bit of a cold. I've got a bit of a phlegmy throat, and I'm sorry if you're gonna have to edit out a couple.
Do you know what? I'm not going to, because this channel is real. It's a depiction of real life, and people get colds.
No overdubs.
No overdubs. We don't dub nothing.
Except for swears. Sometimes.
Do you know what? The only time I've ever actually done that is when you were talking about doing a legal activity.
Oh, okay.
And
so we're allowing swears, but we're not.
Do you know what? We are allowing swears because we're to a reasonable degree, and I just want to make this as a statement. We're a family channel, but the real world ain't pretty. Okay?
Yeah.
People use these words. Alright, you probably shouldn't, but people get caught up in the heat of the moment and say things. And I think that's what we do. We're very passionate about what we talk about, and sometimes little profanities slip out, but it's all good fun.
Yep.
We try and bring you information. We try and bring you conversation. We try and bring you coughs. But yeah, we try and bring kind of the nerd world to you guys, because I particularly spend a lot of time hearing about this shit and looking at all this shit, so it's really nice to kind of share that with people. Yes. And but yeah, thank you for checking this out. This has been podcast 8 on Calamity Hatcher. We came at you with a brand new podcast. See, I missed it at the beginning, and I missed it off last week's already, so I wanted to get it in there. My little catchphrase. But thank you for checking it out again. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Go from subscribe to subscribed. With a little D on the end, because everything's better with a little bit of D on the end.
Jeez.
That's what it takes to be infinite. And this wonderful guest, that guy Joseph.
Thank you very much for having me.
Take a bow. Thank you for having me.
I can't. My back hurts right now.
It's fine. He's going to put the kettle on. And we will. And we will see you next time. Thank you very much for checking this out, and we'll catch you next time.